Well, welcome back to an episode of This Old Van. If it's not one thing, it's another. My Truma, it's my hot water and my heater. It's been acting up a lot lately. I've been getting error codes on the Truma screen that it's not getting either enough gas, air, or power. So I've been trying everything. I tested all the power with a voltmeter, getting all kinds of power. The fan comes on, you can hear it clicking. So I'm assuming it wasn't getting enough gas. So I was almost empty last night. So I don't know if it was because of the low pressure of propane. This has been going on for a couple weeks, by the way. So yeah, I'm just blowing out the cabinet. I took the lid off the bench, as you can see. So I'm going to take this hose off. This is the hose that brings air in and out. So I'm going to take that off. Take the hose clamp off and blow it out with this little air compressor fan thing that I have and see if that helps. Since I got back from filling up propane, I already tried firing up the hot water and it fired up right away, and that was the best it sounded yet. So I'm going to clean that up since I have the whole lid off and blow out some of the other vents, clean up some of the dust here, and hopefully that's it. I hope. Please. Alright, well I gave up on that plan. After I took the ring clamp off of here, it was just too hard getting this off. And this is a double hose. There's an inner and an outer hose for taking air out and air in. So I didn't want to mess with it too much. So I just cleaned a lot of the dust up in there. And I'm just going to stick a vacuum down the exhaust hole. That's it. I just don't want to tear any hoses or anything, because then nothing's going to work after that. So yeah, I'm going to button this back up and go and vacuum that out. All right, well, good news. The heater worked flawlessly all night last night. No errors, no nothing. So I don't know if it was just filling up the propane or cleaning it out or the combination of everything, but it works. So that's good. But we're heading back to Quartzsite today, actually. My screen is in, so I can finally replace this thing. Since I got it down last week, I've left it down the whole time. It's a little bit of a pain when you're shopping, going in and out when you're out of town. But I need the screen in weather like this. So yeah, we're heading to Q to get my mail and go hang out there for a while. I don't know. Hot a little bit. Bully stick. Alright, I made it back to the queue. No problem, it's only about an hour and a half difference. Went to the post office, picked up my stuff. These aren't reviews or ads or anything, but this memory foam topper. My other one was done, I think it was 4 or 5 years old, and that's the bug screen. I still gotta set up my solar panels. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. So that's a 2-inch mattress topper for this. I slept on this for like a year and a half or 2 years, I think, before I even got a mattress topper. It's so hard. It really messed up my back. Anyway, like I said, it's a 2-inch foam mattress topper, and there's 2 inches of pillow top. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sleeping on that tonight. But I have to cut it just for these, like the corners, and then the length of it is in a full queen size length. The width is full queen size, but the length, with it being in the van, I have to cut it down a little bit, but with it being 2 inches of foam, it shouldn't take anything. And I think the pillow topper I could just fold under everything. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Might have to put shorts on first. It's hot out here. 23 Celsius, so it's at 76 degrees. Yeah, beauty. Nice little breeze. So yeah, I'm gonna get to this because I need the mattress topper on to sleep tonight. All right, that wasn't too bad. I had to cut the corners, as you can see, and I take maybe 2 inches, 3 inches at the most off the bottom. I had to cut that corner very wide to create the gap for the Starlink 12-volt adapter cigarette lighter thingy. And then yeah, this side fit in pretty well. So yeah, I'm gonna let that sit for a half hour, make sure it's expanded properly, and then throw the mattress topper on top and make the bed, and I'm done. I think it's almost coffee time. Well, damn, this looks comfy. Nice little pillow top on top of the memory foam. I'm looking forward to going to bed tonight. I'm hoping to have a great night's sleep. Yeah, I like it. Well, good morning, guys. I slept so good last night. I don't know if it's just my head or what, but man, that mattress made a huge difference in my sleep. So good. Yeah, I have to go back to town today, get the mail package. Of course, it came in right after I got here, of course. But yeah, I need some clamps, some spring clamps to hold the molding on so it doesn't fall off. Apparently, it's pretty hard to get back on if the whole thing falls down. So yeah, got to go get some spring clamps and some zip ties. I'm probably going to have to spend a day cleaning this up, the molding and stuff. There's Velcro that they used with adhesive on it, so I'm going to have to clean all the adhesive off and stuff. I want to do a nice, neat job of this, of course. And the dump closes today. Dump closes for the week on Wednesdays. Quartzsite. What a quirky place, that's for sure. Anyhow, yeah, just letting Uma out in the morning. I'm gonna have a quick coffee and head to town. Leave all my stuff here. This is a good spot. I will take my solar panels with me. I don't trust leaving those out, of course. So yeah, going to town, get a few more packages, and then we'll come back and I guess start working on the screen. It's gonna be another beauty day today. Like this, middle of December, it's gonna be like 23 Celsius. Is that like 75-ish? I like it. Here's a tired out girl. Alright, so we just got back from taking Miss Uma for a W. And we're gonna take this screen off and clean up all the adhesive from the Velcro and stuff. I think that's gonna be all for today's job, is just taking it off and cleaning it up. And then I'll probably install the other screen tomorrow. I don't want to overexert myself, you know. Can't work all day. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. Got to take pieces off. This is one of the things that I didn't like about this screen, is like you're using Velcro and screws and everything else. And the new one, it just clips to behind your rubber molding. So I think I'm gonna like the new one a lot better. But yeah, today's job, get rid of this roll-up screen. All right, goodbye roll-up screen. Now I gotta clean up all this crap. All the adhesive all the way up and down here. I did buy a new black plastic strip for the step down. I've always not liked this one just because it's not covering the floor completely. So this is a 3/4 by 3/4. I'm gonna place it with a 1 inch by 1 inch. That should do the trick. All I have to do is clean up all that adhesive and I'm done for the day. Especially when I did this. Look at that. Ouch. A set on my hand. Instantly turned into blood blisters. Damn. Oh well. Better call compensation. Good morning, guys. Where'd we leave you at yesterday? Oh yeah, getting the adhesive off the molding and stuff. I did that. Got that off. Hi, Uma. How are you? She's already had her morning walk. I've already had my coffee. And so yeah, we got all the adhesive off. Got that all cleaned up, ready to go. Now I'm just going to throw some tater tots in the air fryer. And put a couple of fried eggs over that. Gotta have a good healthy breakfast. I don't know about healthy. Gotta have a good breakfast before I start screwing with this screen. I don't know if it's gonna take me 15 minutes. I don't know if it's gonna take 2 hours. I gotta watch the video again, the install video. Not too many tools. I think you just mainly need a hammer and those clamps that I got. So yeah, gonna have breakfast and get into that. And then we're probably gonna go into town tomorrow to pick up my headlight assembly. Since I've been in Arizona, My headlight now has all kinds of water and moisture and stuff in it. And it's not coming out. Even when I drove here from Lake Havasu to here, it's like 2 hours of driving with all the chores and stuff that I had to do. Stayed wet the whole time. So I got a whole new assembly coming. In a way, that's okay because the daytime running light wasn't working on this. If you look at videos about a year ago or in the spring, I was trying to get this daytime running light to work, but the housing had melted around it. So at least I'll have my daytime running lights back, which is the law in Canada to have daytime running lights. So I've just been driving with my headlights on all the time. But yeah, I got this too. When I was in the Yukon a couple years ago, my hinge broke on my door, the actuator thing. So I had to cut a big hole for the dealership to be able to access the actuator. Now I got to figure out some way to clean that up because I think that the new screen only comes to about here. So I'm going to have quite a bit of this accessed. Maybe just a bunch of stickers. I don't know. But yeah, gonna have breakfast and get into the screen. Like I said, we're gonna go to town tomorrow. Might even do a little walk around town, see some of the quirky little stuff in town. So yeah, that's where we're at. Brekkie. I also forgot to mention how nice it is to have this whole screen gone. The screen was permanent from about here down, so this was always blacked out. So it's nice to have this whole opening again. And like I said, that new screen only has about a 4-inch border on it. So it'll be nice to have all this open again. What a difference. Even when my sliding door was closed, it was like, wow, I haven't seen that much of the sliding door in a long time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting up the new screen and having more. It seemed so much more roomy in here. It was so weird. Anyhow, we'll get to that after breakfast, which is almost ready. So I just got this little fry pan off Amazon. It's so much easier for cooking for a single person in this thing than using my big skillet. And this one has a lid too. So yeah, a lot easier to clean up, a lot easier just for cooking a couple eggs, like I said. Yeah, so much more convenient for tiny van life. Never feel like I have enough cupboard space in here. Yeah, almost ready. A little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. Breakfast is ready. All right, well, I can't have a breakfast like that without giving the leftovers to Miss Uma. That's it. Okay. Good girl. I think she gets leftovers of pretty well every meal that I have. Spoiled girl. All right, I think I got to put on shorts before I get started. Going to be another hot day. I think it's going up to 24 Celsius today. I like it. Good December weather for me, that's for sure. All right, job is done. That was a finicky job. That probably took about 3 hours in total. But she's done. Looking good. Nice. All right, I have a working screen door again. Nice. I like it. All right, shutting it down for the day. Going to sit in the shade and drink lots of water. All right, so what's up with all the camels in Quartzsite? Camels everywhere. Camel sculptures, camel names, camel everything. So in 1850, the U.S. Army decided to bring in camels for the desert since they do so well in the desert. And the program did so well that the U.S. government scrapped the project. They also brought in a camel wrangler named Haji Ali. But nobody could pronounce his name, so they called him High Jolly. And they made the High Jolly monument here. So yeah, that's where he rests. Even after the camels were gone, he stayed here for the rest of his life. And that's where he's buried, and they made the High Jolly Cemetery. Another camel feature of Quartzsite is the bus right in front of us. It's the Camel Express. which is the bus system in Quartzsite. And of course, you got this place. You got the tow truck company that's on Camel Lane. So you got the camel tow truck. I thought that was pretty funny. And of course, they couldn't come up with a better name than No Name Street. You got the Woodstock Firewood. I think that's a great name for a place to get firewood. Of course, when you're in Quartzsite, in the middle of the desert, you got to stop at the yacht club when there's no water around. Forget the MAGA RV park. And of course, you can't have the Roadrunner market without the Coyote market just down the street. Roadrunner. Oh great, just as I'm touring around Quartzsite, more stuff's going wrong. I don't know if you can hear that banging, but I think my fan belt is shredding. I gotta find a mechanic, I guess. Alright, well, frustration levels are getting to an all-time high. I have an appointment next week to get my fan belt looked at. I don't know if it was a fan belt or a critter stuck in there or what it was, but it stopped making the noise anyway. But I still got to get it checked out before I travel any further. Oh yeah, my heater's not working again. I've tried everything with that. I thought maybe going for a drive would jostle it. It seems that it worked every time I came back from a drive, but I just tried it and nope. So yeah, that's going to be fun without heat or hot water. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the quick tour of Quartzsite and the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm just going to replace the headlight and call it a day on this one. Had enough. Take care, guys. Bye.